Hi everyone, welcome back to the Saratoga County Board of Elections Small Bites video series for our election inspectors. Today we're going to be covering how to handle processing an affidavit ballot. Now, for those of you who have been doing this for a while, you most likely have processed an affidavit ballot before, so you know you're either going to be, calling the Board of Elections, getting the details from us, or they're going to come up with the little blue slip, and the little blue slip will have all the details on it, and that'll just take care of everything. You'll just issue the affidavit ballot. For those of you who are more new to the election inspector game, affidavit ballots are for when people have, in a variety of scenarios, not been registered in the proper place or never updated their voter registration information, so they're not in the system in the correct way, but they're still going to be allowed to vote. It's just that they need to follow a couple of extra steps, so we're going to have them fill out the affidavit ballot. Anytime that you are in a situation where you need to fill out an affidavit ballot, you can't find the voter says that they've moved from one town to another or from one county to another, one of the first things you're going to want to do, again, unless they come in with the little blue slip that has already been provided to them from the Board of Elections with our seal on it and all their new details, it's the voter affidavit slip. If they don't have that little blue slip, you're going to call the Board of Elections, 518-885-2249. You're going to talk to myself, one of my coworkers, and we're going to tell you, yes, they are a registered voter, they're just somewhere else. We're going to look up the address, make sure they're in the right place, and then you will issue them an affidavit ballot. If you're calling about an affidavit ballot, be sure to mention exactly which election district you're in, because just because somebody moved and went to a different election district, it doesn't mean they went to the right one. Be sure to confirm with us that they are in the right election district when we give you what election district that new address is in. Then give them a few brief instructions on how to do the affidavit ballot. We'll get into that in a few seconds. Get the affidavit ballot back from them. Put that affidavit ballot in the green affidavit ballot bag. It's really a very straightforward process. In 5 seconds, we'll cover exactly what to do with the affidavit ballot and the affidavit ballot envelope. So after you've called us, you've confirmed that the voter needs an affidavit ballot, you're going to hand them an affidavit ballot and an affidavit envelope from your green affidavit ballot bag, which can be found in your blue supply bag. The affidavit ballot itself is essentially a paper version of the ballot. It's no different from any of your ballots you're issuing. It's just a separate one that won't go through the machine. It'll be hand counted by us instead. The affidavit envelope is where the actual work comes in. This is an example of our affidavit envelopes, and it's what the voter is going to fill out to provide us with the information we need to process their affidavit ballot. It is essentially a voter registration form, so it asks for all the things that a voter registration form would ask for. It starts with their name, their address, their information, why they're requesting an affidavit ballot. This should all be filled out by the voter, and it should be rather straightforward. However, when the voter hands it back to you, it is good to just give it a quick once-over and make sure that they didn't leave anything out. The big thing that we're noticing voters leave out is down at the bottom of the form, there is a signature section and a date. If the voter does not sign that affidavit ballot envelope, then the entire affidavit process will most likely be invalidated. In order to avoid this, if you see a voter hand it back to you without that signature on it, or if the voter hands it back to you without sealing the affidavit envelope, which you can see on the back side here, it is a sticky envelope, they can easily seal it right up. If they hand it back to you without one of those things, hand the affidavit ballot back to the voter, just fill out this last portion and you'll be all set and good to go. Most of that work is on the voter's end. The only work that you need to do is down at the very bottom of the affidavit envelope, there is a small section here where you need to list the town and the district, so which town and which district you're working at where you issued this affidavit ballot envelope and this affidavit ballot. Once it's all filled out by you, the election inspectors, it goes right back in the green affidavit ballot envelope, goes back in the blue supply bag at the end of the night, comes back to us. You don't need to worry about anything else with it because all the research is done back by us on the back end. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our other videos and have a great rest of the day. Bye now.